What's that?
Day Trey.
That's 3 in Spanglish. Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Yeah, so it's day 3. Final day.
Final day.
Short day. It's I think it goes from what, 10 to 5?
10 to 4, I think. So we're here early, which, you know, we're tired.
Early for us.
We both
9
went to
o'clock.
bed late, but yeah, we're trying to make it like in good time. And then most of today is going to be what?
B-roll, I think, is the big one we haven't gotten much of, and talking to people in the booths. So artists, because we've got a lot of cosplayers on yesterday, Friday. So
Yeah.
just honestly being a fan and hanging out and shooting footage for you guys to look.
Just as fun as we can make it, I think. It's the last day, so we're gonna kick our shoes off a little bit, and we'll kick your flips off, and grab a couple last minute things, but mostly just have some fun and really like mess with people.
Probably buy some more stuff.
Yeah, I haven't bought anything yet, but I bought a lot of things. Yeah. Anyway, the train's behind us. If it's leaving soon, we're in trouble because it's quite a big hill. So we'll let you go and we'll see you at the convention. Bye-bye.
Make that big boss that special. It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Level 2's coverage of Wizard World 2017. Day 3, we have our 2 singing behind us over here.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. Those things are awesome. We interviewed them yesterday.
We did.
Yeah,
we got one of the guys from the R2 Builders Club of St. Louis, and he showed off RJD4?
RJ4E. I don't know.
It was cool, whatever it was.
It was an R
Watch
unit.
the video. It took us forever to get that name right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was a good time.
We looked at the guy like RJ. Still don't know it.
Yeah. It's yeah. Anyway.
But today,
day 3.
Yeah, day 3. Plan for today is a lot of B-roll.
Yeah.
A lot of B-roll, a lot of walking around, a lot of being fans.
So far, day 1 was a lot of our, like, let's get the big interviews done. Day 2 was kind of, we grabbed a bunch of cosplayers, and I still want to get some today because they're really fun.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of cosplayers, and then we did a panel, and my wife freaked out over Jennifer Carpenter. That was pretty much the summary of yesterday. Today is like, okay, what do we have left to get?
Some B-roll.
So we're just going to grab B-roll, grab a couple randos, maybe interview a few artists. I'm thinking.
Probably.
We have a couple folks that we know that are here, so we're going to try and hit them up, get them on a quick interview or two. And there's one big gaming panel that we're going to grab as well. And then it's a shorter day today, so we have to move fast. And I got to be honest, I'm tired.
Me too.
I don't know how fast I can move.
We got an R2 moving behind us.
I have it. Yeah, that's R2.
Or, I assume that's R2.
I'm gonna let him be in shot here. There you go. That's R2.
But yeah, that's
day 3. The intro.
I say we go ahead and go do shit.
Let's
we
go
don't have
do
much time.
some ish, sir.
And people. So welcome back to Level 2's coverage of Wizard World St. Louis WizCon 2017, whatever it's called. It's got like 4 different names.
Oh, I hear you.
So we're hanging out with Richard. Walked by, you're like, hey, you should stop by. I want to talk to you.
Oh yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit? You did. I'm assuming these are all your work.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me a little bit of what you do and as an artist?
Well, me as an artist, I've only been doing this for about 10.5 months. I've only been doing color since October. I'm still kind of new at this, but art's a passion of mine. I love making art for people because I can make you smile. Hell, I'm gonna smile. Even if you're not smiling, I'm gonna smile anyways. And the world is already a dark place anyways. It's my job to kind of brighten it up, and I want to change the world with artwork, no matter what I do, and it's just bringing a smile to people's faces. And I'm trying to become a comic book artist. I'm trying to start my own business. I'm actually.
It's always terrifying.
Oh, it is.
It's
Trust
terrifying.
me. Every day I'm shaking, I'm crying. My wife's just like, "Come on, you can do it." I'm just like, "No, no." And then 30 minutes later, I'm like, "All right, I've got this." But it's a process. I mean, I've already met all these motivational speakers that have helped me along the way, and I've got my wife to support me. But it's a fun road, and I love it.
So, artistic influences. Where did you pull your influences from?
My influences started out with Ed McGuinness. I mean, that's why I even got a tattoo on my arm of Ed McGuinness' artwork. Jim Lee, he's a great guy. John Mallon with the Thunderbolts. When I went to my first Comic-Con, he was the only guy that actually really paid attention to my stuff and goes, "You know what? You're going to see me a couple weeks in another con. This is what you're going to do for me." He's like, "I want to make you better." And it's just kind of those people who are down to earth that helps me. Even those who aren't artists have helped me. And it's just a great. It's just great.
So before you started doing junk, so you said you're relatively new. What were you doing before this? The everyday
Nothing.
Joe?
Yeah, just the everyday Joe. I was just wasting my life away, and I just kind of had to kick myself right in the ass, and you know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something.
Gotcha. So can we talk a little bit about some of the works you have
Yeah,
here? Is there
definitely.
one you want in particular you want to that either has more meaning to you or something?
Yeah, these two pieces right here. These two pieces are my current
Were you
pieces.
able to hold them up to the camera?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So they can see it.
Oop.
I like that one just because you got the Joker and he's
Oh, yeah.
terrifying looking.
So,
This is a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie.
thank you. So these two pieces are my favorite, not just because they're most recent pieces, but because they're going actually on a website at a comic book store that I work at called Comic Book Relief in St. Charles by the courthouse. And it's kind of my way of actually showing more people my artwork. And I love Batman and Spider-Man. I mean, you go anywhere around the world and you go thwip thwip. And I've done that in third world countries.
And they know what it means.
And they know what it means. Or even like Batman, they know what it means.
I noticed you grabbed one Marvel, one DC.
Yes.
Was that intentional?
It was intentional.
Okay. Don't want to start any fights here.
Exactly.
So can we talk a little bit of like with this one? The first thing I noticed, you got the bat on the ground. What is the significance of that down there?
Well, the bat on the bottom area, I wanted to switch things up because you see bats with Batman all the time. You see spider webs with Spider-Man.
You kind of did a switcheroo.
It's switcheroo, exactly. You put the bats on this side and put the spider webs on that side, and it kind of throws things off of a bit. And I mean, that's why everyone has been liking those pieces, because you normally don't see that kind of stuff with either Batman or Spider-Man.
Gotcha. Is there any character that you haven't done yet that you really want to do?
There's two. Either my boy Shang-Chi. I love the Master of Kung Fu. He's awesome. He's cool. I mean, I've got all his comics. Or Iron Fist. Not just because the show's coming out, but I love Iron Fist. He's an awesome guy, and I'm huge into martial arts.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So where can we find your stuff outside of cons? Is there anywhere we can get it, pick it up?
I have an Instagram, and it actually leads to my website. But my because my website's kind of hard to understand because it's a Wix website.
Yeah.
So,
It's
yeah.
For those of you who don't know, that's for us people that don't know what we're doing. They build stuff for us, and it's templates.
Exactly. But my Instagram, all one word, is comicguruatnightartistbyday.
That's actually quite cool.
Well, thank you. Because I've always seen myself as a comic guru. In fact, everyone comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, Richard," or Thor was my nickname. They're like, "Hey, Thor, well, tell me about this about Fantastic Four." I'm like, "All right, are you talking about this era, that era, this era, or that era?" And of course, I leave them in the dust. They're like, "Oh, well, now I have more questions."
Yeah, that's how he is. I know nothing about comic books. I'm the traditional like movie guy when it comes to that kind of stuff. But this guy, he gave me Fabulous Life of Killjoys, which is my Chemical Romance
very
comic
nice.
series. That's the first comic book I've ever owned. So
Very nice.
That guy gave it to me. The guy behind the camera, for those of you who can't see. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. Appreciate
It's my pleasure, man.
It's been an awesome time.
Yeah, of course, and it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Level 2. We're kind of on day 3 of our Wizard World coverage, and we're exploring Artist Alley. And we have Snaruh from Snaruh here, which is my favorite name of the entire conference so far. And Sarah, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you have going on over here? Don't worry, we'll take B shots after so we can see it close up, but just going to explain the table a little bit to me.
Yeah, this is pretty much just all my flat design. Most of it's wrestling. Just kind of gotten really into wrestling just in the last few years, just because of the big brand change and everything.
Okay,
and
all
so
right.
me and my husband are big wrestling nerds. And
Were you ever a wrestling fan, like in the heyday?
I was as a kid, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I liked, WWE in your house. And,
Right.
And,
so you were post WWF.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm old enough to be
I
way pre-WWF.
I think when I was a kid it was still WWF.
Gotcha, okay.
But yeah, I kind of missed the whole Attitude Era. I was in high school and it kind of wasn't on my mind.
Absolutely.
But now
And,
it's real.
So who is your favorite wrestler? Let's start there. I think that's the most important thing to get out of the way.
Oh, right now it's definitely Matt Hardy. For
Okay,
sure.
Matt Hardy.
Yeah, right now.
They had that whole getting back together thing. I saw a
just
little bit
at
of that.
WrestleMania. Yeah.
Okay, and you were pumped, I assume.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome.
It was amazing.
Have you ever drawn Matt Hardy?
I do have a few. I didn't have it quite ready.
Okay.
You know, I didn't realize until, you know, last week at WrestleMania that he was coming back, and I didn't think anyone would.
Yeah, see, that would have been a good one to jump on.
I know. I had a few, yeah.
And it's not just wrestling, though. We have a couple other things here as well. I see some Terminator here, or Arnie in general, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
We have Greg, Greg from Mighty Boosh, a bit of Star Trek here. Just an interesting collection of multiple sort of pop culture things.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about this style, because it's quite unique. Like, how is this something that you kind of came up with younger and built it up, or is this relatively new?
No, this is mostly flat design. It's you have to use a certain color palette, and it's all geometric shapes. It's all pretty simple. It's really kind of easy to do if you have a good handle illustrator, but I won't lie. But
is it something that you've been doing for a particularly long time? Or?
About 3 years, about 3 or 4 years.
Okay. What do you do outside of this?
I work for a real estate company. I'm their photographer and graphic designer.
Awesome.
And I shoot weddings on the weekends.
Shoot weddings?
Yeah.
You can teach him a couple tricks. Yeah. So Keegan's running the camera today, just in case you're wondering. So, if they're to come down here, your booth
534.
34.
I'm surprised I remember that.
Snaruh. And basically, it's flat-based design. We have wrestling, we have Arnie, we have old Greg, if you're into the Boosh. Go ahead and give us like your website details and that kind of stuff in case they want to catch up with you later.
Well, I don't have like my own site because it's all copyright infringing, but it's I'm on Etsy as Snaruh.
Okay, and that's spelled S-N-A-R-U-H.
Yep.
We'll put up a link to it afterwards. Thank you so much for sharing the time with us. We'll go ahead and run the table here and see what else is here for these guys. But yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Did you know who you'd be? There were lives pouring a better life on cold fear, white ash.
Smash. Well,
It's like a wrestling game. Yeah. So we're at the gaming area where there's basically just 4 dudes on the couch, and they're playing games. We're filming them playing games while someone else.
We're filming us.
We're filming people. Film them. We're filming us. Filming
people.
People
And
filming them play games.
Playing games to show people.
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, it's a duel between me and my devils. 23 paces slow till they put me 6 deep. Cure all disease. Cairo, I hear you all the time, begging me to come home. I swear I'll make good on my end if you let me. I'll hit the sirens, use some tones. This is just a test and test me. They're vultures waiting.
Our equipment. I mean, let's.
I was more concerned about the art.
Yeah, our art and equipment is on a trash can.
It's also a baboon on my chest.
And there's
stomach, I guess.
there's a baboon on your chest. Some kid just like threw liquid, real close, like nervously close.
Yes.
So it's the end of the con. We're done.
Day 3 in the books.
Day 3 in the books.
That's apparently the sign for books.
The whole con in the
Look how
books.
bright that hall is. Lots of crazy pump up music down there.
There's some dubstep.
We met some cool artists today. We did some things. We bought quite a few things. We'll
We
show you guys
focused on the
later
artists today, and we got a panel as
Which
well.
I'm glad we did cosplayers yesterday because today I knew it was going to be slower, but
It was a little slow on the cosplay, a little slow on the celebrities, although there is a nice little gender bending Harley Quinn, right? But yeah, basically we are kind of done. So we're gonna head home and start divvying up art, today's recording, and art. Because I finally broke on day 3 and spent a bunch of money.
I spent everything. I didn't spend anything yesterday. Right. I
Yeah,
bought a lot of
you were
things.
pretty. No,
I spent the money. So I pulled cash out of what I could spend. I spent all the money I had.
there you
other
go.
than like
But at least you had a plan.
$7.
See, I have cards, and that's a bad idea.
yeah.
Yeah. So we are about to head home, and
Yes,
we
we
will
are.
see you a little later.
Bye
I'm that
guys.
tired. So we're back in the basement.
We just dumped all the footage.
Just dumped all the footage. Sort of took stock of our art that we picked up. Don't worry, that'll all be going up to Instagram.
Your
Our dogs are
swinging
freaking out.
Something up. Looks like a pumpkin.
I think it's fair to say we're both exhausted.
Yeah.
We do have a ton of awesome stuff to edit up though, and it's going to be a ton of content coming to the channel,
Which I'm excited about. I mean,
yeah.
if you guys watched vlog day one, you know I was not very happy at the beginning with the press, and I still am not happy with how all that was handled. But we got footage. I think part of that is we do have. I mean, we have to thank Wizard World because they helped us get Michael Rooker. They helped us get Kevin Conroy. They helped us get. I always forget his name. Lauren Lester. Robin. I feel bad for forgetting his name every time, but it's because it's a double L. But we also took it on upon ourselves to do the cosplays, and like we literally posted up, and you'll see it. We posted up and just grabbed people and like,
Yeah.
hey, come. Do you guys? Well, we didn't grab them. We asked them permission.
Yeah, we
You
didn't
don't.
like,
Like, come here.
forcefully.
It's hey, you guys
snatch
cool if you do
anyone.
an interview, and like there's a lot of cool things like R2. The R2 builders I think was probably
That was great.
was a highlight. Obviously the 1,000 Faces. I love those guys. So we got some good footage.
The artists as well. They were all really cool.
Yeah.
I nerded out with the one dude.
Spent a lot of money.
making a scene.
Spent a lot of money on
We
stuff.
did. It was I made it all
Last
the way
day.
to the last day.
See, I
And
even
then,
mine. I spread mine out, but the last day I bought art though because my thought is I'm gonna hang it up in my apartment. So
Yeah, it's a little better than the posters you have now. I think it's more artistic.
yeah, I
You
got
gotta
Harley Quinn, and I
Gotta
got
get frames for it.
whatchamacallit. You're gonna cut that off. I don't care.
This thing
is normal
has
to me.
been on my wrist the entire weekend. As much as I like it,
He
because
hasn't showered.
It
Don't
says
cut
press
yourself,
on it.
please.
That would be like an awesome ending to the
Keep
video.
those though.
Just blood everywhere.
I have fun fact. You know, and they probably have know by now. I have a lot of press, like lanyards, passes, wristbands, whatever the hell they give you at the festivals, and I've kept them all from or not all of them, but I started keeping them 2 or 3 years ago because my mom or my dad or my sister or something was like, you should scrapbook them. So I've got every single press pass I've had since 2011 or 12. So it's not very many compared to.
Are you
the
gonna make a
span.
scrapbook out of them?
No, they're actually hanging on my wall. I don't know if you saw them. They were.
Oh, I have seen them. I've seen them.
They were right next to my AC unit,
Yeah.
like the controller for it. So, but yeah, I plan on keeping this. It'll probably go in the not the watch, this thing, because it does feel cool. Me and Tom had a moment this morning when we were on the train, just kind of talking over how far we've come in the 2 years, and I feel like this is a prime example of 2 years ago. You said you were looking through Instagram. The first picture on there is us with 2 amps.
Not even us, just the 2
amps.
amps. Just 2 cans of amp
And
energy drink.
on a really
Sorry, Bob.
makeshift. Well, I didn't know Bai existed. At that
Well, I
point.
know, that's what I'm saying.
But a makeshift table, like desk, whatever you want to call it, 2 microphones plugged in, and we just interviewed Batman, Robin, and then Guardians of the Galaxy / Walking Dead. Like that is cool. Cosplayers, like we've met some cool people. They are too. Like I said, they're probably from a fan standpoint, they're the coolest thing I think that was there for me personally.
Yeah,
just
those units were
because
really
it was
interesting.
really well done.
Yeah, really well done.
There's other things too, like the
I mean,
artists I loved. Like
We also-
everything was good.
I think more importantly as well, we got to hang out with a couple folks from St. Louis that are doing these things. So we hung out a little bit with a lot of the game devs there, and we hung out with some of the
Carol,
artists
who
there.
used to be with Happy Badger,
Yeah.
and now is on her own.
You know, and that was kind of a fun community thing. Even the press that were there, that like were the other press from the school outlets and stuff, like colleges and stuff, were there, and we were hanging out with them. It was all sort of everyone together trying to
It's
get
a small
their
world.
footage.
This is your first, so this is Tom's first con ever, not just first con as press, first con ever. And you'll learn quickly that it's a very small world when you get inside the bubbles of these things, especially if you stay locally. Like when I did the music here in the area, you'd see the same 5 photographers at everything.
Yeah.
Because they get in, and which sucks for people trying to get in, but
Right.
it's really cool because
we were blessed to get those passes.
Yeah.
You know, because we, like you said last year, you weren't even expecting to get one, so you never tried.
Yeah.
But this year, on a whim,
I think we were applying for Indie PopCon the same day, and we're like, why don't we just apply for Wizard World?
Yeah, we bought our tickets.
Yeah.
Because we were going to do it anyway. Yeah. But then when we got the press passes, that obviously allowed us access to the celebrities for interviews. So that was really nice. My favorite moment, I think, was my wife meeting Jennifer Carpenter, because I know that's like not me, but like.
So you have a different attachment to her than I do.
Yeah, well, that's fair. And right, but yeah, like just seeing how kind of, I've never seen her like spaz out, like kind of just be like not knowing how to act, and it was awesome to see her just break down, and like she had a really good time meeting her, and you know
I enjoyed watching you interview Michael Rooker, because I knew as soon as you showed me some footage of him, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a doozy.
Yeah,
like I knew, as somebody, I mean,
it was exactly as intimidating as I expected.
Somebody who's interviewed plenty of people, like you have different personalities, like Kevin Conroy. You guys, it's up by now. It's actually up the day we're recording this, which is Sunday. It actually was up yesterday, right? Yes.
Yeah,
Saturday.
Michael Rooker was up today.
Yeah, Michael Rooker was Sunday. But Kevin Conroy was really weird because I didn't know what to expect going into it, but he's super calm, chill, and I was like, he balanced me out really well.
Yeah.
And then Lauren Lester was
Nightwing. He was nice too.
He was Nightwing. He said Nightwing.
He had a lot of anecdotes, which was good.
Yes.
He told us a good anecdote about Mark Hamill, where he said that he loved working with Mark Hamill, and Mark Hamill, when he does the Joker, can only do it standing up when he does the voiceover. So if the mic was up, so if there was a microphone that was up instead of down at the table, then he knew that Mark Hamill was going to be there that day, which I thought was an interesting.
Which it was funny because I mean, you could watch the interview, but he also talked about how I asked him a question about working with Mark, and he's like, "You mean the guy that was in that little like movie?
Yeah,
like Stargazer or something? Yeah." So,
good
but
time.
all in all, I think it was a good weekend, successful weekend. Content-wise, it was a great weekend, I think.
Yeah, we got a bunch of cool stuff going up. We're going to share it to all the individual artists. We're going to make sure we highlight all of their work. You should see, like, you'll see big glowing white and blue letters that say, like, you can see these guys here, and you can buy something from here, and because that's a big part of it for us too, is like highlighting the guys, especially the local guys.
Yeah, networking. I mean, we met a lot. Tom mentioned earlier, like the press people, but we met a lot of people that are local, and it's really interesting. Just the Comic-Con has a very big umbrella. Yeah, like you've got gaming, you've got
less comics nowadays and more just kind of everything else, but there's a lot of prints, like a lot of prints, which is good because there's some interesting ones there, and again, you'll see those. But I did like the kind of more hobbyist stuff as well, like the R2 guys and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely not so much focused on comics. The gaming section was smaller than I would have hoped for, but
it's even small. It was small last year. And
people were having a good time, so you can't ask for much more. I'm sorry, my dogs are fighting over there.
Right on cue.
Yeah, so that's about it for our journey to Wizard World 2017, and on to Indie PopCon, I guess.
Yeah, well, we got to make videos between now and then too. But
yeah, we should probably keep doing the whole channel.
I just want to praise this right now. For the release of this content, we don't really know 100% what the schedule is. We're hoping to get the interview, so we got Conroy up Saturday and Rooker up today. We're hoping to get Lester up tomorrow, and then when it comes to like cosplay or the vlogs, we don't have a plan yet, but
not particularly.
You'll see.
We're going to try and get like the bigger guys, or the more interesting ones, I think, solo, and then mash up some of the other ones in between content. But that'll also be a vlog for each day.
And a day wise, we don't know.
And like a cosplay mashup and an artist mashup, and maybe even like a super big highlight reel as well. We're going to play with the content and see what works.
Figure out what.
And the panels should be separate too. Once we have to wait for audio on those, but they were
shout
really
out
cool.
to Nerd for a Living for getting us the audio because he plugged into the board. So
to Adrian for that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it, man. Hope you enjoy all of the content that's up and that's coming up. And as always,
welcome
to the second level.
Bye.
It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level gaming. Second